Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I am Kaluwa and I am steeping up some ClariTea. How are you doing this morning? Oh my goodness. It was a bit of an unusual Wednesday. I'm used to I go out and I do a nice nature hike with the dog, and normally it's peaceful and quiet, but today there was a lot of people out there, so I'm just wondering if there's a holiday I didn't know about today. So anyway, I am here. I have to tell you this story. So we had our ClariTea party last Saturday morning, and that's where we get together and I'll do a guided meditation and we'll do the cards. We'll do everybody's individual card readings. And, we keep those groups small, so we're not there all day. But one of the things that I've been doing is pulling just two cards overall, one from the green witch deck, right? So herbs, plants, things like that, like what is our herb and theme for the month, and then also from the moon deck. And it was so fascinating because this past weekend, the plant that came up was tomato. Okay, tomato. And tomato symbolizes love. And so, and it, went hand in hand with the moon card. And that's a whole other thing I won't get into right here. But what was really fascinating was, right after the tea party was over, I think I was heading outside to, take garbage out or something. And what do I find in my driveway but a little cherry tomato? And I have no idea where that came from. So I just thought, wow, what a really neat sign that, we're in alignment with these messages and hearing the things we're supposed to hear. So that's why I come to you every Wednesday at 9:15 to bring you a message. And today's message is interesting because it actually came up again. It came up last week also. So I'm thinking we might need to dig into this a little bit. But the card that came up for the group today is financial constraints. And then so I did just another one to sort of get a little more information on that. And what came up was first chakra, right? So that is that root of you, that, the almost your primal being, right? And so the place of survival and breathing and just all of the root primal brain sort of functions in our life are going to come back to this area. And oftentimes this is an area where we see stuff with money, mainly because money, many of us feel like we need money to survive, and when we don't have it, it can be very scary. We get into this place of clench. And I mean, so much so I just recently wrapped up a challenge, a whole wealth worthiness challenge, because this is an area that can be really funky for us. So what I want to invite you to do, which I know is a huge challenge, and I say this with so much love because I have been there. I have gone from like absolute depletion. You have no idea. Like, I was in a situation where there was absolute depletion. I got myself out of this situation, but I was starting with nothing. And every month when the things came due, the bills, the rent, everything was due, it was cold sweats time. And I would be stressing out and I'd be freaking out, and I would get it in the nick of time. I'd pull it together, And then eventually I started to realize that, you know what? I did always pull it together. Why was I bothering? Why was I worrying? Why was I doing all of this to myself, this stressing and worrying and anxiety, when it didn't make a difference? It made no difference. It didn't change the results. It didn't make it better. It didn't bring it in at the last minute. All it did was stress me out. And quite honestly, it might have actually even blocked the money coming to me more quickly, because I was so stressed and angst and anxious and right. So what I want to do is encourage you to open up, take a breath, understand that everything you want wants you. It's coming to you. Relax, let it flow. Remember that money is not your security blanket. I know it feels like it sometimes, but it's not. You have more than enough, and it's all coming. It's coming to, it's already there energetically. Energetically, it's already there. You've got it. So the biggest gift that you can give yourself when you're stressed and tense about money is to relax. I know it is. I've been there. I know it is the absolute worst time as far as wanting to do it, but it's the most important time to do it. So I hope that this was what you needed to hear. I hope that I hit that financial constraint piece the right way, because, like I said, for it to come up 2 weeks in a row, I'm hearing that there's some tension right now for the community. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you would like to ever join us in the tea parties, the virtual tea parties, you don't actually have to drink the tea if you don't want to. You're always welcome. Message me and I'll get you some information on that. They're so uplifting. They can be so inspiring and just giving you clarity on the things that's going on in your life. So I would love to have you there. I'd love to see you, and leave a comment. Let me know if this struck a chord for you, and if this was meaningful, and if it was helpful at all. So of course, always come back, join me Wednesdays, 9:15 for ClariTea with Kaluwa. And you can also catch me on Mondays at 9:15 a.m. for Imperfectly Amazing, for your messages of worthiness and empowerment. So have an amazing week. And as always, reach out if you need anything. I send you so much love.